Hello, lovely people. You are welcome once again to JOHRUT Academy, and this is our lesson 2. And please, I also want to plead with you to subscribe to this channel. Now, in lesson 2, we are going to deal with 3 sessions. We're going to deal with 3 sessions. The first session will be how to select an existing document. Then the next one, the second session, will be how to move around in a document. Then the third session will be introduction to word wrap features. Now, let's go straight to the first session. That's selecting an existing document. That means you have a document already that you want to select. So this is how I'm going to do it. So let's all go and open our document. That's our whole document. So let's say open Word, but you have an existing document that you want to work on. As a letter that you started working but did not finish. Now you want to continue. So this is what you are going to go to File. Then this now you're not going to create a new document. So that means if you want to create a new document, a new thing altogether, that's why you're going to click on New. But you have an existing document already, a document that you have started working on, but you did not complete. Now you want to continue, so you're going to click on Open. Then you browse to where you want your word is or where your document is. So it can give you an option. If you have recently opened it, you can give you an option here that's recently opened files, or you can just click on Browse, then go to the location of the document and then open it. So let's say this is the document that I want to work on, so just click on it, then it open for you. So this is an existing document. How to open an existing document. Now we have opened the document, we want to edit it. So you're going to learn how to move through the document without much using the mouse, the touch part of the mouse. So first of all, you can use the mouse and the keyboard. So normally the mouse is mostly used, but you have another way of using the keyboard. There are some techniques that I'm going to teach you when you want to use the keyboard. So first of all, you have something called Control and Left. So you can click on Control Left to move the cursor, or to move the cursor from one word to another. Control Left. So let's say, for instance, you want to move from parts. Let's say this is part 4. You want to move from parts to 4. So you can use the Control. You click Control, then the arrow key, that's the left, to move. You see it is moving one word a step ahead, that is a step ahead over one word. So if you move it, click on Control without moving your hand, then click on left, the left arrow, it will move over a word at a time. The same thing, if you click on the left to bring you back over a word at a time. So that's how you can move through using the Control plus the arrow key. So you can also use Control plus up or Control plus down, so that the cursor to move to a paragraph. So let's say this is the first paragraph. Control plus down. Let's see what will happen. You see, that's come to another line. Control plus down, another one. Control plus down. You see, so these spaces here, word is determining them as paragraphs, but it shouldn't be so, because you click on the Enter key. You click on Enter key, word take it as as a paragraph. So take note of that. So that's why you click on the Control plus down. That empty space here will be selected as a paragraph. So let's click on Control plus down again, so that the paragraph is selected. Control plus down, and it will go down, and that's how use the control plus down. The same thing as control plus up, it will also send you up. Okay, then you also have, if you want to go to the home, the beginning of what, a line. Let's say your cursor is at this side and you want to go to the beginning. There's an error here. You want to move the cursor straight to this side without using the mouse. You click on what? Home, just home. Then it will come to the beginning of the line where the cursor was found. So if you, in the vice versa, if you click on end, that end key to send you to the end of what? A line. But if you add control to the home key, let's see what will happen. It will send you to the beginning of what? The beginning of the document. You see, control plus home to send the beginning of the document. So let's bring our cursor here. This is our cursor at this side here. So control plus what? Home. You see, cursor is now at the beginning of what? Our document. The same thing as control plus N will also send the last, the bottom of what? Your document. So control plus end. You see, this is the end of our document. So if you can use control plus end and control plus what? Home to move through your document. Okay, now let's move straight to what we term as word wrap. Initially, I'll talk about hitting on the enter key to create space, to create paragraphs. Now, in Word, we have what we call word wrap or word wrapping. We have two forms of word wrapping. We have the hard return wrapping and the soft return. So the hard return is whereby you click on what? Enter. So let's take, for instance, I'm typing to this side and I want this whole line to come to the next line. Then you just click on enter, then to come to the next line. So the moment you hit on enter, Word documents or Word Microsoft Word determines or identifies this or anything in front of this cursor, anything you type in front of this cursor as a paragraph. So that's what we call the hard return. But when you talk of the soft return, that is whereby you type, you continue to when you type. Let's say let's continue to type here. Okay, it's tutorial, the schedule of the tutorial session and training questions. Okay, let's add some words. For you see what happened. See the moment. Okay, let me. You see the moment I click on the next number, so the next letter, so that what I was typing moved to the next line automatically. That's what we call the soft return. Without hitting on the enter key, it will automatically send the last word to the end of what, or to the next line. That's the soft return. With this, Word don't identify them as paragraphs. They are not paragraphs. They are just part of what the sentence or part of the existing paragraph. But if you hit on enter, it will be determined as what, a paragraph. So if you take note of that and do exactly. So this is how we can move through your document. So you can still use the arrow keys to move front, back, up and down, just like that through your document, so that it's easier for you when you want to edit your document. Okay, now I'll end here and continue in our next lesson on how to edit your document. Thank you, and thank you for joining me. Bye bye.